Welcome in LaTeX tutorial, and we are learning about drawing graphing in LaTeX using PGF TikZ. This is the fifth part of the series, okay? And in the last part we learned to use several path commands with several settings. Let us quickly revise. First of all, we will have to use a TikZ package in the Primble, okay? And then we'll have to use a TikZ picture environment for drawing any structure. So I'll write here begin TikZ picture and end TikZ picture. And inside this environment we will write path. Several types of paths we have seen. So first of all, I will write about draw path, okay? For example, I want to draw this straight line 0 0 to 1 1. This is the Cartesian coordinate, okay? So we'll write here draw starting point 0 0 and then 1 1. And after that just write semicolon and compile your file. Now in the next example, I want to draw this straight line, but here we have polar coordinate rather than Cartesian coordinate, okay? So for this we'll have to use first angle and then length of this straight line. So at this place just write angle and then just put a colon and write the length of the straight line, okay? This is 1 centimeter. Compile your file. Okay. In the next I want to draw this triangle. Actually we have already seen such triangle in the second part of the series, but here we will use some more path commands for this, okay? So I'll copy this, paste here, put some vertical space. Here we have 0 0 1 0 and 0 1 points, okay? So 0 0 to 1 0 and then 0 1. After that we can write cycle. I'll copy this, paste here. Now I want to use fill path command. Again I'll paste, and this time I want to use set path command, and in the last I want to use pattern. As we have discussed in the last tutorial that we should always use draw path command after fill and set path commands, okay? For draw I want to use red color equals to cyan. Compile this file. Here border color is coming in red, but filling color is not coming because we have already used shade and pattern path commands. So this one will be in the bottom layer, okay? This one will be above of this layer and this one will be top layer. If I remove these two path commands, then filling color will come, okay? Compile this file again. As you can see that it is coming now. I want to use a thick border, so I'll write here thick. These things we have already seen in the third part, okay? Alright, I'll again paste. For shading I want to use orange color, so I'll write here top color. Several types of shading options are there which we have already discussed in the last part, okay? Alright. In the next I want to use pattern, and here I want to use bricks pattern, okay? So I'll write here bricks, just write pattern equals to bricks, and pattern color I want to use magenta. Compile this file. So these things we have already seen in the last part, okay? Again I'll copy, I'll paste here. And this time I want to use 2 centimeter, and this one is also 2 centimeter. I want to print this text. So for this we will have to use node operation. Actually node is just a text which is placed at some coordinate, okay? So here I'll write syntax of node. We'll have to write node and then options, and in a curly bracket we can put text, okay? So at each point after writing coordinate just write node operation, and in a curly bracket just write your text. I'll copy this, and after this point I want to write B, and at this point I want to write C, and compile your file. Position we can change, okay? There are several options. For shifting text to the left we can use left option, or we can use anchor equals to east. We can use a right for shifting right, or we can use anchor equals to west. We can use above option, or we can use anchor equals to south. Similar to this we can use below or anchor equals to north. Okay, so at this place we'll have to write these options. Okay, compile your file. Alright, in a similar way you can use anchor east for left. I'll show one example. Okay, we can also print coordinates. Okay, so at this point I want to print 0 0, and for this just write in a round bracket 2 0, and at this place just write 0 2 in a round bracket. Okay, and compile your file. Alright, we can also break the line. For breaking the line we will have to use a double backslash. Okay, so I want to break from here, so just use double backslash and compile your file. It is not breaking. So for breaking line we will have to use one more option, that is align. Okay, there are three types of align options: left, right and center. I want to use left. We'll copy this and paste at each place. Then again compile your file. Okay, now it's working. If you don't put any option inside this square bracket, then default position of the text will be center at the current coordinate. Okay, we can also change the color of the text. So for this we will have to use text equals to color. Okay, in a square bracket just write text equals to color. I want to use black color, so just copy this and paste at each place. Again compile your file. Okay, alright, now I'll copy this, I'll paste here. Just compile your file. Now I want to use circle around this text. Actually we can use any path command inside the optional bracket of a node. Okay, for circle we can use circle. So first write draw, comma, and just write circle. Just copy this and paste at each place. Here default position of each text is center at current coordinate, which we can change. Okay, so again I will use left, right, above, below. Okay, compile this file. Now I want to create a small gap between circle and corner of the triangle. Okay, I'll write some options here. We can use inner shape, outer shape, minimum size, shape, aspect. Okay, so for creating a small gap I'll use outer shape, this one, and here just write dimension 5 point is okay. We'll copy this. Alright, similar to this we can use an inner shape. I want to use 1 point. Okay, now I'll draw one straight line, this one again. Okay, I want to print text at each point. Okay, so for this I'll use node, compile your file. We can print any number of points for any shape. Okay, for example I want to print a C at mid of this line, so I'll write in the last node, and in square bracket just write position. For position we'll have to write pos, POS, and equals to factor. Okay, so for factor we can take any value between 0 to 1. Okay, so for the midpoint we'll have to take 0.5. Just write here 0.5 and write C. Compile this file. Okay, I will again copy this. In the next example I want to draw this straight line with these three circles and these 3 points 0 0 1 0 and 2 0. Okay, just write 0 0 circle, radius take 5 point. At 1 0 there is one circle also, paste here, and again connect this point to 2 0. Okay, actually I want to use 2 point. Compile your file. Okay, here we can use filled circle with the help of filldraw path command. Either we can use a filldraw path command, or we can use a fill and draw path command separately. So I'll write here filldraw, and in a square bracket just write fill equals to color. Compile your file. Okay, after each point just use note, just copy this and paste here. And here I want to use right. Okay, now I'll stop this tutorial at this point, and in the next part we will see some more complicated structures with the text. Okay, so till then, bye bye, thanks for watching.